Hello, hello. Good afternoon. It is Friday, and I am tired already. It's been a busy morning, but that's alright. I have 3 hours to do my work. Today we are going to be focusing on doing the storyboards and sketches, and along with the sketches, setting up the backgrounds for 6 pages of my Gentle Giant here. So first things first, I'm going to make sure our text tool is chosen. I have my text sub-tool here. I'm going to go to Edit Text, open Story Editor. Alright, I'm going to move everything out of the way by hitting Tab. Put that there. Yeah, I'm going to zoom in on these guys, right? So, yesterday on my own, I finished 2 new pages. And then today, we're going to work on these 6. I'm going to come here, scroll all the way down to page 74. I type in my type in my text, that's going to pop up there. So that's good. Now we are going to go get my script. So my script is less of a script and more of guidelines as to what's happening here. But I've tried to apply the new outlining method that I've been working on, and so I have a sense of at least how many panels the next few pages are going to be. So I've like planned all the way up to here, and then there's one final arc for the end of the story. So right, so here we go. First panel, Ferris wheel transition shot. So I have to make sure to name my panels. So we have panel 239, Ferris wheel shot. Take this and cross it out. Inciting incident. Panel 240. Right, so I imagine the Ferris wheel shot's not going to take up a lot of room. It's going to take up top half. And then... Right, so the top half of the page is going to establish scenes. So we have... Let's see. Yeah. After equals, and close. Cool. Panel 240. Cool. Cool. 2 panels. So that's 1 panel. That's the second. So panel 231. Close up, and zoom. Hello, Johnny's here. We're working on storyboards and sketches today, off of my loose outline. And I should just go ahead and make dialogue as I go. So it'll be here. guess we can keep it so simple. Effects. So that's going to be something that's handwritten and not in the dialogue. To 42. There we go. So that's 4 panels. Maybe I can do. Alright, next is we did these 2 panels. Remember, Shift-Alt-5 on Google Docs crosses things out. Alright, then next page, panel 243, when looks up. That's not how you spell panel. That's also not how you spell panel. Alright. Panel 244. Oh, hold on. 236, 7, 8. 239, 240. 241, 242. Okay. The stream has upgraded? It has! Hey, Fluffle! Sorry, I just noticed you there. I figured out how to play music without having to listen to it myself. Yep. So, I'm also trying to be more focused so that each stream has clear goals, and that way it'll encourage me to work in batches. So we're gonna do storyboards for 6 pages. Oops. And then set up those pages, get the backgrounds in, do sketches, and that'll probably take 3 hours. Alright. I'm just gonna copy paste this, because that's what's happening in this panel. Right, so Aki smells warmly. 245. This is a great moment for Aki's character, because in the story, he wants to become like a firefighter. And so his ability to calm somebody down who's like having a panic attack is highlighted here. Yay! Alright, so we got 2 pages for those two. 1, 2, top half, and then we're flipping back over to the others. Right, there's a major back and forth that's happening during a climactic moment. Alright. Oh, what's this? So next 10 panels is now an Ichi. I don't need to worry about this. I can ignore that. Alright, so POV is just to help me focus on which character is doing the narration. Setup. 2 panels. Right, we're back here with these two. Just had to make sure I don't repeat a panel. Oh, we've already got one from back. I could probably make this like small and comedic. Just zoomed out. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Panel 246. Glances over. Cool. And then I can probably stack these two and make them small. And then I'll have space for one more panel on this side. And what is that panel gonna be? Outline. Tell me. Cross it out. Oh. Yeah. So now gets up. Panel 247. Boop. Right. Let's see. Have the deluxe experience? Yes, there's music now. Head to the VIP spot. Alright, a little bit of dramatic irony here. Off the first and down now. That is a lot of dialogue. Maybe I should shift it to the next page. I think I'll shift it to the next page. I'm gonna grab these guys. Control X, Control V. Yeah, I'm gonna give it breathing room. Maximum 5 panels, but only if there isn't so much dang dialogue. Alright, that way this, because this is the inciting incident, having it on the page turn is nice. Alright, boop boop. Panel 248, colon. Let's cross that out. Next one, we have our goal for the scene. That was just to help me write it. Turning point progressive complications. Let's split these out so I can more easily read them. Okay, so we've got 4 panels. So over here, he gets up, has all of his dialogue. Oh, I can spread the dialogue across this panel and this one. So 2 panels up top. So this one would have probably just Ichi getting up from the bench, following after him, and then panel 249, Ichi looking unworriedly. I can spread the dialogue over that as well. Great. And then they can get to here. Right. That way there's 4 panels to this page. Panel 250. Oof. There are so many panels in this chapter. Oh dear. Sera is verified PNG tuber now? Yeah, I am. I think I'm not speaking as loudly as I normally do. Also, like, 2 hours from now, if my microphone starts picking up noise from elsewhere, that's because my family have arrived at the house. And I told them that I would be streaming. But there's always some percentage chance that they forget. So, yeah. Your character's not changing when you talk? Test. Yeah, I had my sensitivity too low on the VTuber. Maybe not the bench. I have a spot on the 3D background. You'll see the 3D backgrounds later when we start using them before we start sketching. It was when you were talking to though? Yeah. Yeah. I'm also like eating some food because I didn't eat. Alright, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 panels on this page. Great. Moving on to the next page. What's next on our script? We did these 3. Oh. Al pulls out his phone. Right. Panel 251. I'll call them stop. Panel 252. Oh, oops. You can't see some of the text because I'm in front of it. It won't scroll down more. Alright, because Ichi is the POV character here. Gonna add an extra note on this panel where what's it? Now in foreground, blurred, comma, Ichi in background, clear. Panel 253. So 2 panels. So, let's see. That panel will go here. Second panel here. This panel would be like a sparkly shot. Sparkly shot. No. Another sparkly shot. He's getting a lot of those. I feel bad for him. Like, there is this one here. You got this? You have a sign on your door for your fam? Nope, I have. My door is locked. It's alright. I told my mom that I would be streaming, so... And I gave her a set time, too. I finish stream at 4, then I'll be free at 4. And if that's the only thing that they remember, then great. Some internal thoughts. Ichi thinking bubble. Bubble to go with that panel. Right, next panel. Panel 254. 234, yeah. And we have, yeah. And then this one can be sound effect. Yeah, gay panic. For the poor little characters. Poor guy. That is part of his character arc. He'll be fine. They will be fine. Alright. This is no longer accurate. We're gonna follow back to POV to June. 2 panels. How? I wrote so much for 2 panels. Hold on. Oh, here we go. It's at the butt. That's where the panel splits. That can be the description for the panel, and then I'll use the rest to type the narrative thought bubbles. So we've got panel 255, 255, colon. That's not how you spell panel. I don't know where the A key is on the keyboard, clearly. There we go. So actually, instead of dot, comma, dot. I try to do my best to not use the exact words that I wrote in the treatment. That way it adds a layer of subtext. Let's see. Alright, next panel, panel 256. That second panel do a lot of work. And then the thought bubbles can come across the top half of the page. Cool. It's 2 panels. Panel 257, colon, next. Oh boy, alright. Cool. Next, inciting incidents with a callback dialogue to earlier chapters. Cool. We got talking head expressions. So Jun, close up. Jun close up, and then Aki close up, and then the dialogues. So panel 258, colon, Aki close up, and I'll figure out what their expressions are when we actually get to drawing. They're going to be based off the dialogue. Let's see. Probably better never to, like, hedge. There's like, in writing, there are like the words that we use in day-to-day life that kind of pad out the things we want to say, and it's better to, like, why am I on that? It's better to cut all of those out to get to, like, the heart of the matter, especially in comics, when you have such limited real estate for words. Alright, let's see. What is it? As long as it makes emotional sense, the logic can take a break. Ooh. And then he can be thinking. Yeah. Omniscient point of view for the win. Yeah, that I think that's gonna be cute. Alright, so that's 4 panels for that page. We can do 4 more. And oh no, I installed a cliffhanger. So 2 panels. How do I want to do this? Panel 259. Why is it eating my A key? It's not panel 258, 259, colon. let's, yeah, zoom out on Jun. I do a shot for both of them. Hold on, what would be the funniest way to end this page? Because the cliffhanger to just have 2 panels here would be great. Maybe I should add a panel. Go flop over on Twitch. You've migrated. Hi. How do I want to do this? Because this page likely has to end. It has to end on the cliffhanger. It's the page turn page. It has to end with the phone ringing and interrupting Jun. How about this? Zoom out on Jun and Aki. We see them from the outside of the Ferris wheel pod. Right? Flapu has more overtime this weekend? No! I thought your weekend was free and clear! You're so busy! That sucks. I'm sorry. Aww. Such is the life of a lead. Yeah. Yeah. When you're in charge of a bunch of stuff, it's so much work at times. Sorry, hold on. I just have to make double sure. Okay. Cool. Alright. You're not even in charge of that stuff, but you get roped into it because you help train people? Oh no! What the heck? That's not fair! Oof. Let's see. I'm gonna add one extra panel. This is gonna be a 3-panel page. Not your problem, but apparently your monkeys. Oof. No! Not the monkeys! panel 260. Alright, zoom out. We see Junanaki from the outside of the Ferris wheel pod.
There once was a ship that put to sea. The name of the ship was the Billy O.T. The winds blew hard, her bow dipped down below me. Bully boys blow.
I have a shot of Jun's side. Take you to side where his phone is in his pocket. That's not how you spell. Wait, no, that is how you spell pocket. The captain called all hands and swore he'd take that whale in tow. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tongue is done, we'll take our leave and go. Before the boat had hit the water, and then SFX ringing sound covers the speech bubble. And then panel 261, Jun pulls out his phone with a what the heck look on his face. Let's see, and then we can add a thinky bubble. Thinky bubble. Once more, our boats were lost. There were only 4, and still that whale did go. Soon may the wellermen come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. Okay. So now we have taken everything from my treatment or script. It's not really a script because it doesn't have dialogue. My outline. We've grabbed stuff from my outline that's been roughly split into panels, and we've put them onto the pages, keeping in mind not putting more than 4 pages or too much dialogue on each one. So now that is the end of work for the story editor. Oh no, hold on. Let's save all the pages first. Save our work. And then we're gonna get to composing the pages. I think it finished saving. Alright, cool. Let's exit out of that. Come here, hit tab to get our layers back, our trays. And now we're gonna make this really small and open up these 6 pages. Time to put everything into its right place. So let's start by making our bounding box. I'll just tab up here. All right. Boop. 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 Something I noticed that is inconvenient for me later on in the process is that things that should be in the box are not in the box. And so we're going to do that here at the start. That way I don't have to worry about it in the future. All right, and one more. All right, now we're gonna hit the object tool. I'm gonna start with this one, and we're gonna move it outside of the bubble so that I just have it here as a note. And I roughly organize these in the order that I kind of visualize it being on the page. Let's grab that one as well. Oh. So 2 rows, 2 columns, and stick this into the dialog text bubble. 1. Ferris wheel shot, that's going to be down here somewhere. And then this is a note for the sound effect. And final speech bubble over here. Right, so we can pretty much split this evenly. Gonna here, there's the shot. And then equal those-ish. Cool. Save. Cool. Alright. Next one. Boop. Let's move these guys up here where I can see them. Boop, 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 boop. And then we've got these guys down here. That's going to be over here. Alright, we want these guys to take up more room up here, because the glamour shot is Aki in this area, and then these guys can be small because we're transitioning. So, oops. Let's get to our cut frame. Boop. And yeah. Yeah. This will look good. Cool. Boop. Next one. Oops. Oh, that's down there. These. Cool. Oh no. Wrong tool. There we go. Alright. So we got those. First shot. This is gonna be probably a zoomed out shot. Right, it's there. And that'll be a transition there. Yeah, so this is a pretty balanced, just move it along page. So we can split it down the middle. Bring it here. Or maybe actually more even, that one's offset. Okay. We don't want it to be perfectly down the line because then readers won't know whether to read across or straight down first. Hi, Birdbath. What's up? The goat is here. Oh. Oh, sorry, the music paused. That's supposed to be playing for you guys. Alright, where was I? Right, next page. Boop. Okay. A solid vertical shot. Then yeah, this would be Ichi looking up at him. Then we have our glamour shot. Alright. You can like focus on Ichi and then focus on Nao. So we'll split this in half as well. We're gonna give them a maximum amount of attention and real estate in their respective row on the page so that it kind of looks like it's mirroring rotationally. Oops. Object tool. Set these up where I can read them easily. Alright. Oh. Thinky. Bubble. Oh no. That feels awkward. There we go. That'll work. Do I want 3 lines instead? No, I think 4 is fine. Yeah. Oh, that's lovely. That'll fit. That's down here. Actually, hold on. So that's that there. That be there. And then we want the biggest panels to be the confession ones right here. So these guys will get a little bit squished, but that's okay. Down here. And this will be there. Got a big word for that. This should take a room. This print size is about that big. These are small pages. That's fine. Oh no, I don't want it to be in the center. If I take this, scoot that way a little bit. There we go. Offset. It's more in the center. Cool. And then this speech bubble right here will need to be above so that it is on top. Oh no. So that it is on top of the panels. There we go. Oh, Birdbat's portable. Hello! Don't forget the thumbnail tomorrow. On Discord it's scary, the Sera spider is also there. What did you post on Discord? It's Birdbat, that's my logo. You know it's my logo. What do you mean, what is it? Honestly, if my logo intimidates you a little bit, it's doing its job. Is it 3 sets of wings? Yeah. Makes you want to pet it? Yes, that's also a good response. Pet pet. Alright, last page. Right, and then this gets interrupted with the phone ring. Ding. Right. And then Jun taking out his phone. Right, so this one can be pretty evenly split. Down there. And then grab this. Cool. Click on that, save all our pages. I'm feeling a little cold, so hold on, I'll BRB to get a jacket or something. Alrighty, I'm back. Okay, so we have taken our treatment, we've turned it into a script, we've taken the script and we've split it into panels for the pages, and now we're gonna do storyboards, which is super rough, super light idea of composition. And the idea is to spend as little time as possible with as few lines as possible. And to help me do that, I use a really thick brush because it's hard to draw details with a super thick brush. We're gonna use our design pencil here. And I'm just gonna have... Hold on, 75... Why did page 70... How did page 74 get over here? 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79. Okay, cool. So we're gonna go down here to our storyboard layer. Boop. Boop. Come on. Oh no, wait, that's not it. You can hold down spacebar and move your layers. Always a really helpful little thing. Oop, oop. Okay. We are on the storyboard layer. Yep. Alright. Time to storyboard. So, Ferris wheel. That's gonna be a 3D thing. Oh, there's like 2 different panels. Alright, where's the last time we saw these 2? Let me reference. Okay, I need to go back and read. Alright, cause we've been with these 2 for a bit. Right, we're here. Okay. Alright. Always good to go back and glance at the work that's already been done. And then I draw at print size because it gives me a sense of proportion. How do I want to do this? Do I want it from the outside, the front, or the back? If I do it from the outside, it would give a sense of zooming in, so... So... There. That just gives me a sense of what I want. Why is she drawing bamboo? What's going on? It's a Ferris wheel! Because the first shot up here is the Ferris wheel shot, and I have a 3D background for that, so it's just a sense of, like, what do I want it to be? Alright. And then I've got this down there. That's Aki's shoulder. So he's here. Alright, we won't need a background for this, but there we go. We have a general sense of where we want to be. Alright, cool. So we have a sense of movement. We're zooming in a little bit. Boop. And then finally, we have a shot of there we go, because Aki's hand is still there. Go. And then we have Jun's point of view for Aki. And sparkles, it's gonna look super pretty. That's great. Alright, moving on. Oh, God. I know there's a light pole here, and then there's a bench, and they're just, they're sitting 5 feet apart. That's what that's gonna be. I know what my background is. There we go. Small turn of the head there. Save. Let's make sure to save that page too. Alright, next one. This panel now gets up. And then we can have... This is Ichi. Back of the head. And then we have Aki, or not Aki. This is now. Now putting on a happy face. I think I'm gonna have him like stretch or something. Stretch. I will exaggerate that pose during the sketching phase. We'll worry about it later. Instead of having that, because panel 248 will look too much like 249, I can do a thing here. Now, so he's just following along. There we go. Cool. Next one. Alright. There is the spot in the 3D background, kind of has like this arch. And there's like a heart statue photo area in the background. And so they're gonna be kind of like here, now looking that way. We're probably gonna use 3D background, 3D figures to help me draw these two here. Because walking poses are hard to make look nice and natural. Sarah, in a day, how much time do you spend to create comics and writing? How do you diversify the time? It depends on what needs to get done, but most days, the first 3 hours of my day go to writing, and then the 3 hours that I use for streaming go to drawing, and if there's extra work I need to do, I do it off stream in like blocks of time. I work on the most urgent deadlines first, and then work on things that can add to my backlog. So like, My Gentle Giant needs to get done before the end of the month. It can be done anytime during the month. So I'm gonna try to get these guys done in about 3-4 days, if I can, because the weekend is coming up now. I'll probably get a whole chunk of these done over the weekend. And then on Monday we'll be working on like my bonus comic or partners, depending on how much writing I get done actually. But for today we'll do storyboards and sketching for these 3 hours. Alright, next one. Now pulls out his phone to call Jun, looking away from Ichi. Oh yeah, I had a post for this, where he's just sort of like... phone... I bought new 3D hand models, you guys, because I watched Khan use it on her stream, and I'm like, those look so helpful. And there was also like shoes, a bunch of shoe models that were on sale, and so I bought those too. So I have a ton of hand and feet and like leg models to help me when I draw characters sitting down or like wearing certain kinds of shoes. Like I'll still want to draw it in my style, but now I have like something I can easily draw on top of. That'll be cool. Alright. Flipped on the other side. And this'll be blurred. Alright, next one. Sera totally didn't buy feet models for any other reason. Yes, bird baths. They're for drawing. You know how hard it is to draw shoes? Why do you think feet look like blobs so much of the time? My goodness. That's what they all say. I don't know this day that you're talking about, bird bath. I only know what I'm talking about. What? Beth, you're not making any sense. Go. Boop, boop, boop. His arms are crossed. We'll worry about that on the sketch stage. Don't want to spend too much time storyboarding. Alright, now we're back to Jun. That's one hand. don't need to see his face. We just need to focus on Jun. Boop, 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 boop. Sarah, have you ever heard any music from Caravan Palace? I have not. And then Johnny, do you have a reading habit to get inspiration or ideas for comics? I read a lot of comics. I also watch a lot of shows. And I don't know, I do that for fun. And sometimes it gives inspiration. Other times it's just entertainment. Ideas can come from pretty much anywhere. You just have to pay attention to like what you think about things and how you feel about things. That more than anything is what inspires ideas, personally. It's stuff that we're curious about and stuff that is of interest to us, or stuff that makes us angry, that too. Next panel. Whoop, whoop. This can be small. Actually, don't have him look down or look up just yet. It'll be easier to sketch when we have the 3D background in place. And then this... Gonna have him looking up. Yeah. Oh, oh. Cool. One more. And then... let's see. I don't want it to be a straight on shot. So they're in this circular space. Maybe it can be looking down on them. Maybe something like that. This is another one, but we'll worry about it when the 3D sketch is there. And then... There we go. All I need is the pocket. And then... I could have Aki here. That's the general sense of the bench. We just want Jun looking down at the phone. There we go. How you manage time for watching comic? I don't really manage my time very well in my free time. I just sort of vibe with it. I read and watch what is of interest to me, when it is of interest to me, and just take opportunities as they come. Alright. 6 pages, done. Save. Cool. Storyboards are done for these guys. Birdbath, why are you linking to the wiki article for Weasel? As interesting as those creatures are, I do not understand. Alright, we're opening up SketchUp so we can get to our 3D backgrounds. And we're gonna start saving backgrounds to then input them into these panels. This is the perfect time to be doing this step. That way the clean sketches can be built on top of the 3D backgrounds. Expect weasel noises in your mailbox within the next 5 to 8 business weeks. Birdbath, why? Explain. Alright, because we're here by the bench, I'm gonna grab the bench shots first. I'm gonna make it so I can see these guys. Alright, let's close that. Select our move tool here. I changed the background to one that I painted myself, so we have a nighttime background now. Oh, this is fantastic. It's gonna have... I can have the Ferris wheel in the background. Oh, there we go. Alright, let's grab this shot. Export 2D graphic. Come on. Hold on. Oops. Oh, here we go. It's 12 a.m. for you? Alright, good night. Bye-bye. I bring upon you a plague of weasels. Why? Birdbath. Also, I can't click on that YouTube link. 9 hours of rain and thunder sounds? Okay. Oh, I found the playlist that I usually use, that I used last time for your background music. Hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna change your background music real quick. Because I don't want to risk any... Alright. That should be okay. No, the music is back, Bird Bath. Don't relax. Everything's fine. Okay. It's 2:30. Let's get this moving. Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna start doing normal numbers. Start at 59. Alright, I have a shot background for that. I think I have 3D backgrounds for some of this stuff already. Hold on. I might need a new shot for those. Let's just grab new ones. Alright, so we got the bench. No, I have this shot. I have that. Where is it? This one. So let's go down here to our backgrounds. Boop, boop. There we go. Perfect. Marquee tool, grab that. We're gonna click the mask. Save. Alright, so that's done. Copy. So the bench. Boop. Grab that, XB, because that layer is just really big. There we go. Save. Alright, so that's 2 things done. Then I wonder... Oops. Let's bring that layer down to the background folder. Oh, JK. I don't want that. Let's grab this. Copy. Back here. Paste. Just get the general. It doesn't have to be perfect. Okay. Boop, 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 boop. Alright, and I'll just do a gradient background here for that. Alright, cool. Now let's grab the other side here. Heck. Yeah. Let's see, we want that shot there, so that's gonna be kinda here-ish. Yeah. This'll do. Boop, boop, boop. This is gonna be 60, enter. Bird bath, are there two 12 a.m.s or the two p.m.s? 12 p.m.s? It's one of each. Midday noon is 12 p.m. Midnight is 12 a.m. if you're using the 12-hour clock. So it's one of each. Bird bath. Alright, we got that background. Now let's go over here first. Because the Ferris wheel is going to take a bit of finagling. Alright, this is the spot that I wanted. Yeah. Ooh, maybe I can have it like this. Yeah. Alright. File. Export. Boop. This will be 61. Alright, so we got these two guys. Oops. Right there. Cool. Okay, we can do that. Just do that. Boop, boop. Copy, paste. Control T to resize. Then I know I want that in the shot. Down here. Then those two columns would be nice. Okay. Let's do that. Okay. Cool. Save. Alright, cool. This page's backgrounds are good to go. Boop. Yeah. I think I just need two side-by-side shots. Here and here. Grab. Actually. Yeah. Export. Boop. This is gonna be 62. Enter. Pestadigitonium. Why are we? Are you casting a spell in chat, Birdbath? So we have one side shot, and now we're gonna get the other side shot. Oh. 62, 63, enter. Cool. '63 is taking a second, so while we're waiting for that, we can put in the other backgrounds here. Boop, boop. exit out of that, open up the next one. Nice. Okay, let's duplicate that real quick. Nice. That'll do. Let's get to that background. Oh. Nice. Alright, these backgrounds are done. And then the rest of everything is up on the Ferris wheel. Awesome. Let's go to the Ferris wheel. Whee! Let's see, do I want to be looking up at it? Yeah. Nice. Oh, export 2D graphic. This will be 64. Enter. Give it a second as it loads. Oh boy, alright. Alright. File, export 2D. This will be 65. Oh. And these two won't need a background, so. Let's come down here. Boop. Okay. Grab that, copy, bring it out here, paste. Alright. There we go. Okay. Nice. Okay. I need to view section planes. Alright, that's from that side. And 3. Oh my god. No! I want to select this. Oh! Okay, cool. Active cut. Move. Oh no, it's not responding. SketchUp. SketchUp. Calm down. Amazing, it actually cut through the place I'd really needed it to. Alright. But we just need a little... yeah, that'll do. That'll do. View section planes. Okay. So... it's kind of like this light blue color. Just do that. Save. There we go. And now I'll use like a darker purple or something to indicate outside night sky for these panels. Now if we come here, so I get the shot. I feel like I've already got an inner straight shot. Yeah. That's fine. Alright, I think a straight on one here is fine. So yeah, let's just use the one I've got. Boop. It's not a bad shot. I'll do a new one for that page. Boop. 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 Oh my gosh, it's so big. Ah. Alright. Oh, I can't use this. I can use it for this. Okay. Alright. Never mind. We're gonna need a new shot for this. Why does this seem tilted? Well, whatever. I just need enough vertical area. File, export 2D. I can always tilt it. 66. Ugh. These two can be in blue. And then that doesn't need a background. This I want to have a little bit from so let's be creative. Let's have an angle shot down. 2D graphic. And this will be 67. Enter. Let's go here. Open. Grab 66. Copy. Boop, boop. Paste. Alright, if they're sitting on the bench, it'll be a bit bigger. Okay. Oh, I didn't hear the boop. Oh, Flapu. I know. They're that is something we've lost with Boop the Snoot. But I can still give you a boop. Are you ready? This can be both for Birdbath and Flapu. Are you guys ready? Boop! That's for you. You got it. Birdbath, why are we crying? What's with the sad emoji? What's going on? And what do you mean the spells are working? Are you trying to make me sleepy? Okay. Alright. Let's deselect. Done with that. Alright, one more page to put backgrounds on, and then we can do clean sketching. Oh boy. Alright. Not this one. Other one. And then we need one more background. And to get it, it might be claustrophobic. Yeah, I'm gonna need a section plane to cut into this. Alright, let's do this nice and slow, nice and easy. View section planes. Selecting green. Oh my goodness. I just want to scoot you out of the way. Right? And then I'll scoot 4 out of the way so that I can get to 2. You can come over here. Active cut. Why are you not doing an active cut? Oh no, wrong one. Active cut. Okay. Choose the movement thingy. And then slowly, carefully move it. Okay, alright. That's good. Come on, SketchUp. You can do it. Alright. Close the section planes so we don't accidentally select them. I wonder if I could get... Oh, cool, I selected. Oh no! Alright. Got this. I wonder if I can get a bit more. Okay. So if I want to get rid of that railing. Alright. That's as much as I'm going to be able to cut away comfortably. And then I want that shot right there. So over the shoulder for Aki. Looking down at Jun. Here. This will do. File, 2D graphic. And 67. That should be the last of the backgrounds that we need. Slice the world in two? Yes. Quaver in the face of my power, birdbath. Alright, let's get these last few backgrounds in place. Cool. Nice. There we go. That's a good angle. Oop. It's a little too close to the side of the panel for comfort. There we go. Mask. And then... Oop. Oop. Awesome. Save. Backgrounds are set in place. Oh no, did you update your links to include Chosen One speedrun? I didn't! I need to... Oof. Oh, Flap was loving the music? Great! I'm glad it's good music. It's stream beats. It's whatever's on stream beats. Yeah, someone made like a playlist of all of the stream beats by Harris Heller. Right. I need to put a link to Chosen One speedrun, don't I? I'll have to go into Nightbot too to update that. For Twitch. Oh my god, Webtoons has such a long URL. Running out of characters in the YouTube description. Alright, so it's up on the YouTube description. Now I need to get it onto Nightbot. Commands. Let me add it to comic, right? Edit. There's a profile page for Webtoon now. I mean, it doesn't have a good list of my series, but because it only has like 3. How are you supposed to find my other comics if it doesn't give you like a list? Legitimate question. God, Webtoons is garbage at actually being usable to connect creators to readers. Alright. You know what? I'm just gonna link to Chosen One Speedrun because that's the only one that matters on Webtoon. Update. Alright, Nightbot is updated so that comic will take you to Tab S or Chosen One Speedrun. Alright. There we go. That's updated. Flopple. We're good to go. Alright. Backgrounds are done. Now to do clean sketches. So let's prepare the area for that. Apply. Apply. Green. Control B. There we go. Here. Click on the sketch layer. Oops. Alright, 2 more pages to set up. Apply. Merge down. Make it blue. That blue too. No, yellow. Yeah. after I'm done here, I'm gonna take a nap. Hello. Hello. Alright. We have our sketch layer chosen. Gotta make sure I'm on the right layer for all the pages. Cool. Come over here, save all the pages. And then for the last hour that we have, we will sketch. Sketch the base that the line work will live on. Over on YouTube, Birdbath, I heard a bunch of bad things about Webtoon, specifically how they treat their official comic creators. Yeah. Their contracts are predatory. I wouldn't sign one of their contracts as I am right now. It's just these platforms that have gotten very big for webcomics, and the more corporate and business-like that they have gotten, the less they allow the individuality of their creators to like come out and then like connect to readers. I liked Tapas when it was a startup. It had a lot of like creativity and opportunity, but now that, you know, they've been bought out by Kakao, it's kind of like a shell of its former self, and you have to like adjust to that. But yeah, as a whole, I don't trust any company to actually look out after their creative talent. Because controlling the artificial scarcity of exclusivity of like a creator is their goal. That way they can say this is available only on Webtoon, and then when all of your income is tied to Webtoon, it's really easy to let them get away with like not treating you well, because you're afraid of losing that income stream, and it's just a really tough position to be in. So like, it's, I don't know. I feel like a lot of aspiring comic creators have gotten into that trap, but at the same time, like, if you don't mind being exclusive, and if you don't mind Webtoon, like, effectively owning your comic and its IP because you're, like, earning money from it, then it could work out, I guess, but, like, they're not... So much of their business practices are so opaque, right? They're very bad at being transparent. And that's what's caused a lot of, like, their issues. So... it's just, I don't know. I don't trust them. I don't trust them even a little bit to, like, care. I'm the only one who's gonna, like, have to be there to like, look after my comics, you know? It's only beneficial if, like, it's gonna be, like, insanely beneficial for me. And, like, mutually beneficial for them. But... I feel like I try to remind myself that without comics, without comic creators, a platform isn't worth anything. And so the value always lies in my creative works, which is why nobody else gets to own the IP of it. Especially as I get better at this stuff. Also, I'm pretty sure on like Webtoons contracts and stuff, there's like a thing that says you can't talk badly about the company, and I feel like on that alone, they wouldn't want me as an original creator anyway. Because I'm not gonna stop calling them out for bad behavior. Like, just, it doesn't take much to treat your creators well. But in the pursuit of profit, like, it doesn't matter to them. Alright, cool. We've got nice clean sketches for line work to draw on top of. Click that, save. I'm gonna start exiting out of these pages once the sketch is done, because I'm pretty sure the next 5 pages will take up the rest of the 45 minutes. That's 2 pages. Done. Oh, that looks good. And then I want to have like a crowd of people. Have our boys here. Yeah, I might as well set up 3D models while I'm here. Oh, jeez. Oops. Alright, for the background, I will probably... Let me try something. Oh, jeez. Yeah, no, that's not gonna help. What if I'd use just one? Yeah, no. Alright. Yeah. Hold on. How do I get this perspective right? Yeah. I wonder. Copy. Oh no. Okay. I think these may do the job. Ugh. Oh, wrong way. Got this, put that there, make it blue. Why are we not blue? Blue. There we go. Cool. Alright, so that one's ready to go. I'm so sleepy. With 3 more pages left. I can't see my storyboards. There we go. Oh, this is a perfect time to use one of the 3D hands I have. Because phones are hard to draw. Specifically, holding a phone is hard to draw. Where's my hands folder? Aha! And files. Alright. mobile phone. I need yep. I need like one. Yeah. So copy. Oh no, it only has rotation. Alright, hold on. This is not the one I want. This one. Yeah. Oh no. Alright. That'll do. There we go. Okay. Nice. Alright, 2 pages left. We may not finish all of the sketching today, but that's okay. Uh-oh. The background music faded away. There we go. save. There's 5 minutes left, but I'm not gonna force myself to try to finish. My shoulder is starting to feel a little sore. Okay. We made a lot of progress. We got 6 pages storyboarded out from the script. We got all the backgrounds in, and 4 out of the 5 pages got their sketches as well. So I really only had to make clean sketches for this last page, and we can move on to line work. If I work over the weekend, you guys will probably not get to see that part. So we'll just see how the weekend goes. And Monday I will probably just be like coloring. But yeah, that is really good progress. Look at how long this chapter is. I have been working on it for a while, but it's been good so far. It's only getting better. So, as always, thank you for giving me company. I appreciate it. If you're over on Twitch, be sure to follow so you don't miss another live stream. Same thing over on YouTube. Like and subscribe. Hit the little notification bell so that YouTube tells you when I've gone live. And you'll probably see some of my posts as well, reminding you when there is a live stream. If you go down into the description of the YouTube live stream video, you will get links to all of my comics and all my socials. You can get to my socials on Twitch by hitting, by typing in !social. It's in the title of the Twitch stream. The 2 most important commands for our little night bot that's in chat. Yeah, apart from that, I hope everyone has a good weekend. And happy spring. Apparently spring started yesterday, as my buddy told me. So we are officially out of winter. More or less. Everyone take care. Bye-bye.